Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of our self-playing critique, or my self-playing critique, of one of the weekends that I went out and had a off-season drill and game session. Now, just a quick recap. With these, like I was talking about earlier, some of them it wasn't necessarily just games. It were some drills. It was some drills, and I'll explain what it is that we were doing in that case. But that we might have been trying to do something, or whatever. So let's just jump right into this first part here of our video, and sit back and enjoy. Okay, so definitely was doing a lot better with keeping my lane going here. Now this is the kind of stuff that you want to be doing anyways, just kind of keep your gun rolling. I may have had more paint. It might have been, like I had mentioned in my last video, there was a couple that I went out with, only a couple pods because we just turned the game, just trying to go out and play. Now, me going and not shooting the outside or playing the outside or the wrap, I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing, but you can hear the communication was a lot better in this game. You can hear the other guy talking and me talking back, just saying like, hey, I heard that. So this is the kind of stuff that you want to have with communication. So this guy's on me, he's doing this, that kind of stuff. Now I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I can get back dominant. So I went over the top, which can be risky, but the risk was worth the reward because I was able to go ahead and get dominant back on him again on this snake side here. I think I was alone. I know that we dropped one body off the break.
Hey, that left can. Hey, can moved up.
So,
I'm not sure where, but can moved up.
Yeah, I mean, just this kind of stuff, I mean, it's fine to say that. I mean, ultimately, if you don't know where the guy is, you don't know where the guy is, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
From where?
You just need to communicate with your team. So that was definitely a good thing. Yeah, so I probably could have made this move a little bit sooner. Actually, I think this one I didn't have a lot of paint because I think this one I only had like one pod. So I wasn't able to shoot a whole lot. I know I shot more off the break, but that's not the worst thing.
Hey, back right or back left?
Yeah, so just correcting myself on that. That there was that guy in the back left. I was trying to back up every once in a while and try to see if I can get that shot on him. When I was doing that, I probably should have been telling the other guy that was next to me that, hey, watch the snake. I'm going to try to do this. So that way you're covering everything. That way the snake can't move up and can't wrap on that outside on the 50 of the snake there and shoot you. I mean, ultimately, that's what I should have done. I do end up shooting him. The reason why I said caution snake 3 is I wasn't sure if he had moved or not. I'm not gonna keep calling something if I can't confirm it. So again, just trying to switch back and forth here. Should have been doing the.
Hey, that snake might want to go.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear me saying that stuff. I mean, what I should have been saying was basically that, like, watch the snake. I'm going to shoot inside. So that kind of stuff I can definitely do a lot better of. So sorry that this point was actually a little bit slower. It just kind of turned into a gridlock. What I could have done is actually just gotten on my gut and crawled up. Now that would have been the better move. And yeah, I mean, ultimately we end up shooting him.
No, snake's dead.
I think I end up being the last one. Yeah, I was the last one in this case.
On me.
Eventually the inside guy gets shot. I was trying to make a move to the outside here, and I didn't know that they had moved up into the center of the field. He must have come from the Dorito side, because I had no clue, which is really inexcusable, to be honest. I should know exactly where everyone is, and again, I know that that's nitpicky, but it's just true. I should have been doing that.
By the right can.
So again, you can hear. I did shoot this guy actually in his hopper. He just didn't know.
Hey, someone check his hopper.
Yeah, it definitely it blew up off his hopper. But I mean, ultimately, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we don't have refs on the field, you know. So, yeah, I mean, if someone wants to cheat, not that this guy was, because he legitimately did not know. But yeah, I mean, if you have to shoot somebody a couple more times, it helps you out, to be honest. If they want to cheat, when they get to the tournament, they'll get all the penalties. So,
hey, right can,
not really sure why I was stopping here. Like, even though I had people shooting at me.
Right can.
So the communication was good here. I probably could have.
Talk to me. What else?
Could have made this move sooner. I think I do go out to this other Dorito.
Is that can alive?
Or maybe not. Yeah, I do. So I probably could have made that move sooner. Again, like I said, it's not the end of the world. So that was the end of that game. Now this one we were just doing. This was actually a 2-on-1. So in this situation, I'm just trying to make sure that I can get dominant. And once I was able to get dominant here, I just want to be able to control what's going on. So you have to kind of play the odds. Like if I stay on this guy, he's going to tell his buddy, and that guy's going to try to move on me. Now, I was trying to get out over here, and they ended up catching me. But except for the guy in the Dorito, he didn't know that I had moved. By the time he saw that, I was able to get the drop on him. Now it turned into a one-on-one. And it probably would have been better for me to go over to this Dorito instead of going to the inside. Oh no, he moved over to the Dorito, and that's why I ended up in this pin, because I was just trying to move out wide, and then I go up to this Aztec. Just because, I mean, just trying to get it where he loses me. But I'm confident in my gun skills, so I have no problem gunfighting with someone. Now, the only issue with that Aztec is that there's not really a lot of places I can go to, so I kind of put myself at a deficit. So again, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I ended up winning, so it worked out. But just again, I want you guys to see kind of the thought process of that, because that guy has more that he can move with. Now, what we were doing here was actually a 2-on-3, and it was low paint as well. So we were just trying to stay alive in this case. So the two, I should have been talking more, to be honest. I'm literally not talking. So it was just where the two guys are at first. I should have been saying, I'm posting on this, or I'm doing this, or this guy's doing that, all that stuff. I think my teammate got shot, and then I ended up just trying to live by my gun and ended up getting shot as well. So it's again, it's not really the end of the world that I lost that. I mean, if you can win them, great. But to be honest, you're really not supposed to win those low body situations. But the whole point of those is to get better, so that your odds are better of winning them. So that way you can outsmart the other guys. So you can hear my talking. I was just trying to play all sides of the bunker, so that way I was able to get dominant on this other player. We were on the higher body side, and I ended up playing this wrap and dropping a shot in on him. And once we shot him, I was able to move up.
Back right only.
So I could have called that earlier. That was definitely not the best. Now this communication was awesome. So he is on me inside, just telling my teammate that.
On me. On me inside.
So yeah, this was definitely a good communication. Now with me moving to this pin, not the best. I mean, it probably would have been better to go to the bigger bunker, which was the A. They hadn't gotten the new bunker set, so not that it makes a difference, to be honest. It's paintball, but I could have probably gone up there because it's a bigger bunker. There's also a bunch of pins there, so again, it's just I am being nitpicky. I'm going to be comfortable playing behind there, especially when we're up body, so I can just kind of shoot, keep that guy in, and then take off somewhere else. So it ended up working out. But again, I like to be nitpicky. You guys know that. I like to push myself and see what are the little things that I can do to make myself a better player. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, a huge thank you to Serum Paintball. And yeah, so be on the lookout for other videos. If you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to go ahead and do that, so that way you are always the first one to see these. So yeah, just thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.